here, like for example, today I traded with 15 contracts. That's a lot of, I mean, that's a lot of risk. And when it comes to NASDAQ, one candle, you're down $4,000, right? So it's really critical that for you to pass these challenges, your risk management has to be on point. Why? Because if it's not, then you're going to be resetting your account 1,000 times. And just keep in mind that for you to reset your evaluation account back to the initial state, you have to pay $50 every single time. I hope everybody understands the business models behind the prop firms. Yes, it's OPM, it's leverage capital, but you got to understand this. How does Apex make money? How? Apex and Top Step, they make money by you losing. Yep. They want you to lose. That's the only way they make money. Because think about it. If I have somebody that resetted their account 10 times, that's an extra 500 that the company just made. And think about the thousands of traders that are going for these evaluation phases, right? So that's one thing. Also, I would definitely say this. You can take it one step at a time. So you can have one account at a time and then pass them. However, if you are experienced, something you can do is this. And I'm going to try to find like a little, let's example, this is account number 1, right? This is also account number 2. Let's example, you know what? 90% off. Let's get 2, matter of fact, 4 300K or 50K accounts, right? The great thing about Tradeovate and NinjaTrader is that something that we can do is the following. We can link all these accounts. We can link them and basically have one master account that you're trading from. So for example, this account right here, I'm going to put a little eyes right here. This account right here will be your main account. So you'll be trading from one account. However, the trades that you make on this account will be copied to the other ones. And that's what a lot of people are doing. And that is the goal of us as well, Martin and myself. We want to be able to trade not just 4, 10 300K accounts. So now we have $3 million in leverage and we only have to trade from one account. Now, what does that mean? It means that if I make 1K here, essentially I made 4,000. Why? Because I have 4 accounts. So you'll be able to get paid more often and you'll be able to leverage your capital a lot better as well, right? So that's something that I really want to notate when it comes to the prop firm accounts. Do not be fooled. They want you to lose. Their business model is for you to lose. They want you to lose. They do not make money unless you lose, right? So you got to be very, very wary when it comes to how do you actually apply risk management. And then on top of that, you know, what's going to be your discipline and mentality when it comes to the accounts. Any questions or comments when it comes to that Apex trading and just the structure when it comes to how we will like everybody to set it up, or our quote unquote recommendation here?
Hey Chris, on the trade copier setup there, so like you get 1K if you make 1K in one account. Is that also the opposite view for the trailing threshold? So
yeah,
you know, in terms of yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's like it gotta be. This is why I think I like this. The reason why is because it makes you really think about the trades that you're gonna get into, right? Because you got to think about this. If you lose 1,000, well, you lost 4,000, right? If you make 10,000, well, you made 40,000, right? So everything goes vice versa, right? So it's really critical. Can you link accounts with different balances? Yes. So I could link, for example, I could have a 300K, 50K, 100K, and 150. You could definitely link them. And actually, I'll show you guys just quickly how this actually looks like when it comes to Tradeovate. So for Apex, Tradeovate is one of the brokers. I like Tradeovate more than NinjaTrader. And here's my account challenge, right? Is in simulation right now. And you're going to see exactly the equity. So right now is a 300K account. I got it up to 8,000. You know, my maximum drawdown is green, 73.28, right? So I'm still good when it comes to my trading stop loss. Now here is where I'm able to link them, right? So there's actually a software tool that I'll show you guys on how you're able to basically have one profile, right? So one profile, which is me right here. Let me just show you guys just real quick, right? So I can have under one profile, I can go ahead and have multiple accounts or multiple evaluation phases. Now, once you pass those evaluation challenges, those accounts will be live accounts and you can link them all together here. Now, there is a software that, and actually I'll put it here real quick, TradeAvate, Apex linking accounts. Sorry for the typos, I'm just trying to type fast here. Here we go. 1 second. Right, so to set up multiple accounts, this is what we actually use. So this is actually one of the copier, and I'm going to put this in the chat so everybody can have it. But this is one of the copiers. TradeAvate is for free. They have a copier that's free. NinjaTrader, for whatever reason, the way that they do business is always so complex. That's why I've always stayed away from NinjaTrader. But for NinjaTrader, I think it's like $150 for you to purchase the copier, and then you're able to do it. That's why I've always recommended since the start TradeAvate, because TradeAvate is very seamless and everything works as is.
And one thing to note is with the linkage of accounts, because I think I'm not too sure who said, can you? Oh yeah, it was Kimberly that said, can you link different accounts? You certainly can, but the number one thing you have to note, Chris, if you go back to your drawing, is the trading stop loss, right? Because if one account is 50K, the other account is 300, the other account is 225, and you're linking your main account, the one with the eyes is your largest, just know that that could affect the other ones in terms of the drawdown, because the other ones are going to have a less drawdown, because it's extremely important to understand that.
Yep. That's a really good point, because again, with a 50K account, you can't do no 15 contracts. You can, with a 25K, there's no way you're going to do 20 contracts, right? So, knowing exactly what the balance is going to be very, very critical when it comes to your risk management. But I truly believe that this right here is the way to go. But again, this only works for who? It works for traders. I got to be very, very blunt about this. Who does this work for? It works for traders who are disciplined. It works for traders that, like, for example, myself yesterday, or well, today, and it auto resets at 6 p.m. But today I made 4,000. Yeah, there was more opportunities. I said, nah, 4,000 is enough for the day. I'll come back tomorrow. On this 300K account, my target is 3K to 4K every single day. If I hit that, that's it. I'm not touching the computer. I'm not looking to look and I don't care what NASDAQ does after I made my money, right? So the prop firm accounts, the only way you're going to be good at this, where you actually get paid from the prop firm, is by being disciplined and having rules, right? And having rules where, for example, you know what? I made my target, I'm done. Or you know what? I took a massive loss today. Instead of me feeding my ego and trying to go back in, and all of a sudden I think I'm Warren Buffett, fuck the 15 contracts, I'm going to do 35. That's where, again, this only works for traders that actually want to take this serious. And every single day, I tell myself this line before I even start trading. I tell myself I am a portfolio manager. And the reason why I tell myself that is because it really rewires my subconscious mind. And it really reminds myself to saying, you know what? I'm not trying to make $1 million, right? I have a target that I'm trying to hit. I'm not going to risk more than I should, right? So it really puts those rules into perspective when I say those things. And honestly, this only works for traders that really want to trade it and operate like a portfolio manager, right? If you come in here, for example, just because, like, for example, let's say here, we're in the Asian session and we're consolidating, and you think that for whatever reason we're going to go back up because you think that the market owes you something, and you go with 15 contracts, that's how you lose, right? It's all about having a trading plan. And one thing that I've been saying is this: the more mechanical your trading is, the better. Make your trading plan be super mechanical, where basically it's just if-then statements. If this happens, then I'm doing